Let's take a tour and sea trial of this 2003 Century 2600 walk-around with twin Yamaha 150s for sale in Palm Beach County, Florida. If you're in the market for an extremely clean, well-maintained, large offshore walk-around fishing boat with family amenities, this is one you should seriously take a look at. Century boats have been in production for decades, and they're still producing some of the most high-end offshore fishing boats on the market today. This particular 2600 has many fine upgrades, and you'd be hard-pressed when looking at others on the market to find another one in this type of condition. Century's 2600 walk-around measures 26 feet length overall, hull length, and then the beam is 8'6" with a fuel capacity of 150 gallons as well as a water capacity of 20 gallons. Great layout on the transom, 3-step dive ladder that's brand new. You have your Lenco electric trim tabs. All your rigging tubes are nice and neat. Bilge access, that's convenient if you need to ever replace the bilge pump. Good boarding door there on the starboard side that locks shut. Great seating layout when you're headed out with the family for the evening cocktail cruise with your friends. Nice backrest there. Those are all removable if you're going out to do some serious fishing. Underneath, we'll show you that's where the live well is. Just look at the condition of the bolsters and the gel coat. No dings and dents. Really nice. Large rod storage on both the port and starboard side, and everything is nicely kept. You'll not see the mold and grime and rust stains that you see on most boats. Great battery setup. You got 3 switches in there, 3 brand new batteries, plus the switch to your LED underwater lighting that this boat has. Plano tackle trays fit right in there. That's also where the batteries are behind there. And again, those are 3 brand new batteries on this boat. Raw water washdown hose comes with this boat, brand new, 55 PSI, works beautifully for cleaning the decks. And note the cleanliness. Rear facing jump seat there, you can fold that down if you're going out fishing or you don't want that in the way. And big fish boxes that are macerated on both the port and starboard side. And they both work as intended. Very clean, you can see there. None of the fish guts and dirt and grime that you see on most boats. All this hardware on this boat is extremely heavy duty, top of the line stuff. That's one thing about Century, they overbuild their boats. The decks are rock hard on these boats. The stainless fittings look like they're brand new, and this is a 2003 boat that shows you the level of care. Huge cockpit space on this boat. It really feels like you're on a 30-plus foot boat. Great when you have a few guys going out fishing or you're just entertaining in the evening with your friends and family. Great layout on this boat. Check out the size of the live well. It is lighted as well. And it's even got a clear lid on top with a stainless assisted strut there. And all the stainless hardware. You can see right through there in the evening, see the condition of the baitfish. That's a really nice live well, right where you want at the transom. And on the port side, great little cutting board that looks like it's never been used. Your oil fills for both the port and starboard engine. And you have a bait prep station that not only has freshwater capacity, that's your 20-gallon freshwater tank right there, hooked up to another 55 PSI pump, but you also have a raw water washdown as well. Another one right there. I mean, this boat is loaded. Century thinks of every little thing possible on their boats. Everything is labeled and very nice. And another freshwater washdown at the boarding door too. So if you're coming out from snorkeling or you want to wash your raft or snorkel gear off, your dive mask, that's the place to do it. This one comes with a beautiful large hardtop, upgraded LED spreader lights if you're doing some night fishing. And you got, of course, the top-of-the-line Taco Grand Slam outriggers, which are adjustable from underneath the hardtop. That's awesome stuff right there. Totally upgraded. Tons of storage everywhere you look. Again, note the cleanliness. Folks, this is a 2003 model year boat. I mean, look at other 15-year-old boats in the market, and they're destroyed. Guys, these are the original cushions on this boat. Everything on this boat is super clean, really well maintained. Look at the cushions and the vinyl. They're soft and supple, and those are the original 2003 cushions. This boat shows proud ownership everywhere. Beautiful captain seats, and they're extremely comfortable and high up. Very comfortable. JL speakers, top-of-the-line stuff, stainless handholds, tons of storage. There's 2 more stainless cup holders for the captain. This boat has a yacht certification from the Coast Guard, meaning capacity is unlimited to the captain. Tilt steering wheel on this boat, 4 Yamaha digital gauges, a brand new Lowrance Elite 7 GPS comes with this boat, as well as fish finder incorporated into that unit. Super nice. All the Lexan on this boat is super clean and clear, not sun faded whatsoever. Again, all that top of the line Southco stainless hardware. Southco, Gemlux hardware, top of the line stuff on this boat. A backup 2006C Garmin GPS and a brand new unit-in VHF mounted to a Shakespeare antenna on the T-top with a stainless mount. All top of the line stuff in the marine industry. Underneath the hardtop is where your spreader light controls are, as well as your red courtesy light for the evening if you need to read a map. Going forward towards the bow is very nice in the evening. You got brand new LED courtesy lights throughout this boat. So many fine upgrades. Note the shine on the top sides of the deck. I mean, guys, this is a 2003 model year boat. It is in beautiful shape. Going forward to the bow, super high bow rail here. If your family or friends want to go up to the bow to sit and relax and enjoy the view, you can feel comfortable with them up there because that bow rail is very high and safe. Nice high toe kick, and that's where your anchor chain is when you want to deploy the anchor at the sandbar or out your favorite fishing spots. Nice stainless cleats, very safe to be up there. Huge hard top up on the top, and that's where your Garmin GPS antenna, your all-around light tackle Grand Slam outriggers, as well as your brand new Shakespeare antenna to the unit-in VHF is. Big cabin with over 6 feet of headroom, which is great. I'm 6'2" and I can easily stand up in this cabin. Right now you see the table deployed. There's the evening accommodation deployed with the full-size filler cushion. That can be removed for more of a couch setup too. And everything is just beautiful. The vinyl's in great shape. None of that mold and mildew that you see on so many boats. It's even got an enclosed head with shower. And this is not a typical head. This is an electric head. You don't have to pump it out. It's very easy to use. All LED lighting has been replaced in the cabin with brand new stuff. Very nice. There's your freshwater sink or shower, depending upon how you need to use it. Great medicine cabinet, and note the cleanliness. None of that grime, mold, and mildew that you see in most boats. Just really well maintained and kept. You can see evidence of pride of ownership throughout this vessel. There's the electric head on this boat. And it also has a macerator option. So there it is. You literally push the button and you can flush the toilet. Very simple for your guests to use. Stainless refrigerator that cools very nicely. Alcohol stove if you want to cook something in the evening. Portholes for ventilation. LED lighting that's brand new. And of course a freshwater sink in the cabin too if you need to clean something or want to clean up before heading to bed in the evening on this beautiful 2600 walk around. That's what it can do. You can head out to the nearest marina or on the hook and spend a beautiful night on this boat. Really does it well. And with all the LED lighting in the cabin, you don't have to worry about draining the batteries down. Very low draw on those, and a great porthole for ventilation. Really nice. Clarion marine speakers, and look at that beautiful backrest there. That palm tree print just really looks tropical. It's a really nice layout, and the vinyl and everything very clean overall. If you've looked at some other boats and there's all the grime and mildew and it's disgusting when you go in the cabin and your wife doesn't want anything to do with it and the kids, it's a mess, take a look at this boat. I mean, this is really the opposite. It's been detailed and clean and it's just really nice and fresh for the next owner to go in here and use this boat. And again, it only has 430 hours, and for a 2003, folks, this boat brand new would be a $150,000 boat. Very nice Bluetooth stereo system. JL 6.5 speakers, top of the line stuff, and it sounds great. Let's fire up the Yamaha twin 150s on this boat. The 150 HPDI Yamahas, two of the best engines in Yamaha's history. These 150 HPDIs are known for fuel economy and power and torque. They're fuel injected, they start right up. If you've had a engine in the past that's smoky or carbureted that's difficult to start, nothing like that on these 150s. The shifts are smooth and precise, and if you're upgrading from a single engine boat and getting into twin power, you're going to see that handling this thing around the dock is so easy. C-Star hydraulic, single finger steering on this boat. I mean, that's impressive right there. Trim and tilt working as intended. You have your master trim tilt as well as your individual trim and tilts that work as intended for each engine independently. This one has Lenco electric trim tabs as well that work properly. Very nice. Great for dialing in the load when you have extra weight or extra ice on one side of the boat or the other. With the tilt helm, you can really dial it in. Everything working on this boat. Even the horn was just replaced. We went through the panel, accessories, pumps. It's all working as intended. Really nice layout and view for the captain. Here we are on a beautiful day in sunny South Florida. Let's lay down the throttle and show you how the 2600 performs. Coming up on plane, right to a cruise speed of around 28 to 30 miles per hour, which is your max efficient cruise. Excuse some of the wind noise today. Just a bit of a breeze as we're out there. Here we are, as you can see, right at 31.6 miles per hour. And that's right around 3,500 RPM on these 150s. And you can see as we go over some of the other boat wakes, really no banging or slamming. It's a testament to the construction on the Century 2600. They really overbuild these boats with heavy, thick-laid laminate hulls, heavy stainless hardware, all top-of-the-line marine finishes in the industry. And that's why this 15-year-old boat looks nearly like a new one. It's in great shape. You can hear those engines purring, dialed in right at cruise speed. They run so nicely at that 3,530 mph range, which is your maximum fuel efficiency. You can imagine being the captain of this beautiful 2600 walk around, whether you're headed out offshore to do some serious fishing or you're just going out with the friends and family to the nearest dockside restaurant. There we are, right at 3,500 RPM and 29 miles per hour, headed into a little current. She cruises 28 to 30 all day. Top end on the Century 2600 is at 5,100 RPMs, and we are able to touch 44 miles per hour, just depending upon load and conditions and current and things like that. But 5,144 miles per hour, which is really moving with the 150s on a 26-foot boat. There we are, right again at cruise, 30 miles per hour, right at 3,500 at max efficiency, and they just really turn nicely at that speed. You could just go 20 miles offshore, no problem. Let's take her back down off plane just to show you how well they return to idle. That's always something that's good to do on a true sea trial. Run it for a little while, pull the pins back down to idle, take them out of gear, and just see how they run. Do they surge? Do they stumble? And these two engines idle very nicely. They don't stall, they don't smoke, nothing like that. The twin 150s on this boat were recently compression checked, and they're at an even 120 psi on every single cylinder, which is the same specification as Yamaha likes to see the day they were brand new. So they're in great order. They're turnkey. They start up. They're fuel injected. And we're going to show you a little bonus here. If you're upgrading to twin power on this 26, we got one engine in forward, one engine in reverse. And if you want to look like a true captain at the dock or out at sea, this is how you turn the boat. You don't use the steering wheel. A real captain uses the engines around the dock, and that's what we're doing here. We're spinning this boat around in a 180-degree circle. We're not touching the steering wheel whatsoever. And that's a testament to the propeller selection on these 150 HPDIs and the hull design of this 26. That's how you orient or move the boat into a tight slip. You don't even need to touch the steering wheel. All right, let's head southbound. Look at the whole shot. Right up on plane very nicely. Right up to that cruise one more time at 30 miles per hour. Right at around 3,500 RPM, headed southbound on this beautiful day in sunny South Florida. Great boat to be out with the friends and family on. And there we are. We're at 34 miles per hour headed southbound. Just a fast cruise there. You could cruise this boat 30 to 35 if you don't mind burning just a little bit more fuel. This boat comes in weighing right around 6,500 pounds with fuel and engines. And that's a nice hefty boat for offshore conditions. Got a nice sharp deep V entry in the front, smooths out a little bit to the transom. But if you look at the testament to Century boats, they're one of the few manufacturers that's still been in business for decades. And they're making some fine production boats that really hold up. And this is a great example of that. When you look at the quality construction, the stainless hardware, the beautiful aluminum hardtop, it's a really nicely laid out boat. And when you see these new ones, the 26 walk around, they still make it today with an MSRP of around $150,000. You think of the value of this boat on the market in this particular condition. When you can find one in this type of lovingly maintained condition, it's a real proud boat for its next owner. We're going to shoot some footage now just to show you how she runs outside the boat from the dock. And here we are once again on this beautiful sunny day in South Florida. We're going to throw her up on plane right up to 30 to 35 miles per hour. And she has great hole shot, as you're going to see. Watch her come out of the water here. This is just smoothly laying down the throttles. There we are on plane right away. She has a great running attitude. We took her out the inlet today when we were shooting this footage. And even with the strong offshore wind and some 2 to 4 foot seas, she really handled nicely. You could definitely feel safe taking this thing out there into the Atlantic or wherever you're going to use this boat. It's safe with your friends and family. It's got nice high gunnels, twin engine power, Yamaha power, which is the most desirable power on the market, with only 420 hours and perfect 120 psi compression. This boat's an awesome package for its next proud owner. Great sharp lines there, and she turns very nicely. For a 26-footer, she really moves nicely, and that's a testament to the Seastar hydraulic steering on this boat and the nice stainless propellers that it comes with. At Wave 1 Marine, we've been selling boats online for over 15 years. On eBay, we have 100% feedback for every boat that we've sold. We've sold boats throughout the United States and all around the world, including Canada, Croatia, Thailand, New Zealand, and Australia. We take the time to make an unparalleled video tour and sea trial for each boat in particular, demonstrating its features and benefits, then taking it on the water for an extended sea trial to make sure she runs the way she should. We do it so you as a customer can make an informed decision without wasting weekends and months looking at dozens of boats that are in deteriorating condition or poorly maintained. If you're in the market for a beautiful offshore walk-around boat with Yamaha twin power, a perfect bottom, never been painted, always trailer kept boat, which is extremely hard to find, in beautiful condition, this is one you should seriously consider. Just beautiful lines on this 2003 Century, and keep in mind, only 430 hours. This boat's coming with a very nice Continental trailer that fits this boat beautifully. It's the original trailer to the boat. It's ready to roll. This boat's just been professionally detailed, and if you look at the condition of the propellers, the engine, the gel coat, look at the gloss on the sides of this boat. Folks, this is a 15-year-old 2003 boat. Look at others on the market, then compare it. It is beautiful. Thanks so much for watching this video tour. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us.